Good morning, everyone. I was informed this morning that the sound on the original video was not working, so I'm re-recording the formatting video for you, and I'd like to go through step by step on some of the things that you need to change, you need to take care of to get everything looking great as you progress through this class with your business plan. The first things first, this is your title page, and you need to have your name, your class, your date, and your instructor on your title page. But before you do anything else at this point, I want you to hit Control A to select everything. And I want you to use your fonts and go down to Times New Roman. Typically, when you're working on research papers for any class, per APA, per MLA, this is the standard. This is their standard. It needs to be Times New Roman. Okay? So at this point, I'm going to deselect it because I don't want to mess with the headers at all. Okay? Well, I do, but not so much at this point. For example, this header is Times New Roman, which it's supposed to be, and it's supposed to be at 14. So this is great. I don't want to mess with anything else in this regard. Your table of contents should be 12 point. So essentially, just scroll down, select your text, change it to 12. Okay? And so you're done with that portion. I'm going to deselect. And I'll go through the body in just a moment because there's a couple of issues I want to talk about. One of them being this. When you have an error bookmark, that tells me the person was just trying to fix the page number and this happened, okay? No big deal. Download the template once again, and for your header, products and services, what it did is it lost the link to this on the page number. So what you want to do is go ahead on the original template, copy and paste the original header and replace it with this one. And it should pick it up. If it doesn't pick it up, then you still may have to copy and paste the whole table of contents over. Instead of trying to fix this, link it, everything else, it's just easier if you copy and paste. Okay? So that's for that one. And let's look at this one for a moment. I don't know what happened to this one where there's lines here. But one thing, your table of contents needs to be up here at the top of the page. So place your cursor and backspace so that it's at the top of the page, okay? And then again, for this person, I definitely would go ahead and go back to the original template and recopy the table of contents into your current document. All right, now let's talk about the overall look and feel of your document. First of all, I'm going to zoom in a little more so you can see this a little better. All the work that you're going to be doing, what I want you to do is for your body copy, you're going to be selecting your writing, okay? And at this point, I want you to change it to, again, Times New Roman. Times New Roman needs to be 12 point. And also, it needs what's called a first line indent. So what I'm going to do is go under Format, Paragraph, and you will see this dialog box. First thing you want to do is change the special to be first line indent. And in the preview, you see that it creates its own separation of tabs of sorts from the left edge of your text. And the next thing that you want to do under line spacing is change this to double, okay? And say okay. At this point, before you do anything else, what you really should do is click over here in the Styles menu, click on the Styles, and add a new style. I'm going to call this Body Copy. And the style type is based on a paragraph and the normal text, okay? In other words, it's not a header, all that kind of stuff. And here you see that it's set up with Times New Roman 12 point, and it has the first line indent, and it's double spaced. I want to add this to my template, and I want to say, okay, the one thing you don't want to do is click on the automatic update, because if you change anything in this particular format, in this style, then it'll update it and the rest of your body copy will follow that same practice. Okay, so we'll go back to this in a minute, but for now, what I need you to do is remove, if I can put my cursor from one sentence to another and you can see it flashing, that means that space does not belong there. Everything should flow well and there should be no extra spacing. Also, when you see red or green here, you need to right click and you'll notice that this is supposed to be hyphenated. So hyphenate it. Same thing here. Kids transformation is possessive, so right click and fix it. Okay, and then I want to bring this up to the beginning of the page. Okay, and that's fine. And the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and click on this again. Now watch what happens. I created this new style. All I have to do now is click on it and it will change the font and it will change the first line indent and it will change the spacing. Okay? The only thing that I need to fix here right now is this line and this line, because that needs to be double spaced as well. So all I'm going to do is click on that and we're good. Now let's talk about, for example, the products and services here. This is okay, but what you want to do here for this is, of course, you need to change it to Times New Roman. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'll scroll down again. Times, where are you? New Roman, 12 point. There you go. And because they're bullet points, you really don't want them to be double spaced. Okay, so all you need to do at this point is choose your headers, and all you have to do is hold down your control key and you can select all three headers at the same time. And down here in the bullets and numbering, just click on bullets and that's done for you, okay? However, I do think that you want a double space between your header and your first line. So I'm just going to click on that. Whoops, sorry about that. Let me undo that, Control Z. And just click on the header, click double space. Okay. Same thing, select your control key, hit double space, and you only have to do it one time. Okay, now, if you should get an issue like this where you only have one line of text that belongs to the previous paragraph like that, you really need to get it onto the next page. Onto the previous page. So I'm going to go through here. I have a feeling it's just as simple as getting rid of an extra space, and I think that might be doable. Okay, so now if I scroll down, still not there. Oops, the executive summary needs to be on its own page. So I'm going to go under Insert, Break, Page Break, and I guess that is the beginning. But I'm going to, for now, looks more than 2 spaces. Wow. Formatting on this is really off. Okay, so essentially this needs to go up top, or you need to bring this down to the next page. Okay, no problem, we'll bring it down. Just hit return, remove the bullets, just click on the bullet and it's gone. Same here. And now go ahead on with your paper. The other thing and final thing I'm going to talk about is this. Here you have 2 sentences in this paragraph and you have 1 sentence here. This is not a paragraph. Each paragraph should have no less than 5 lines, 4 or 5 lines. Okay, so you really need to, if you have trouble trying to figure out how to tie this into the sentence before, work on it because you need to combine them and you need to make sure everything flows well. So again, I'm going to select this and I'm going to click Body Copy and make sure that this is part of that paragraph. Okay? Same thing here. I'm going to select the body copy and going to select this and choose double space. And so now you're essentially ready to go. Okay, and for this person, remember you're supposed to be including short and long-term goals. Okay, so if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to call me, send me an email, post under questions for professor. Perhaps somebody else has the same questions as you do. Okay, so thank you so much.